When you wake up in the morning, do you feel tired or do you need a cup? Drinking coffee or tea helps us wake up and prepare for the day. We all strive for happiness, but we sometimes wrongly think that happiness comes from outside sources, like a gift. We convince ourselves of the potential benefits that luck or events might bring. If things were different, I'd be happy. But real happiness doesn't work that way for many people. Researchers have found that factors only play a small role in what accounts for the remaining 90% of our happiness. Now is the time to let go of quick fixes and short-lived thrills. Investigate the path to true happiness that many of us are unable to take. How can we escape boring, sad days? Say, how can we find true happiness in life? The answer is here in the daily. In this video, we'll look at 13 habits that can help you feel happier inside. Learn from the Stoics to rediscover happiness and peace and quiet. Don't miss any of these lessons. Watch them through to the end and leave a comment. Say something like, I want to live a happy life because you know that the journey to happiness starts here. Have you ever considered why we occasionally experience constant stress? I feel frustrated and like something is missing in the fast-paced life of today. We often overlook the fact that we spend most of our time indoors, under bright lights and screens that show artificial lights and air conditioning. While this modern way of life not only makes life easier, but it also disconnects us from nature. The true source of inner peace and balance is within you. Let's say you leave one afternoon. You exit the office, leaving the lights and stacks of papers behind and strolling towards a nearby location. There is a park with plenty of green trees and birds singing. Background. Sitting under a tree for a few minutes and taking in the fresh air can make you feel better. Engage your mind and gradually release your stress. Many studies have shown that spending cortisol, the stress hormone, can drop after just 20 minutes in nature. It has an effect on your body as well, helping you regain balance and a sense of calm. It also feeds the spirit, bringing out our imagination and patience. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The universe changes our lives and our lives change the universe." He repeatedly stated that when we live in harmony with nature and the environment, we find peace in our hearts in the rhythm of everything. Stoicism sees nature as magnificent. Every season and flow teaches us how to accept change. The natural rhythm of life doesn't require you to climb or venture deep into the woods or high mountains to find yourself again, or just a morning walk around your park. Take a moment to relax in the park or simply open the window. Get some fresh air. These little things can help you feel connected. If you regularly engage with nature, you will experience a calmer and more peaceful spirit. Nature isn't just a place to get away from life's problems and stresses. It gives us power to deal with them. It's an important part of getting back in touch with ourselves when we're tired. The second step involves creating daily plans, given that time is a limitless resource. There are people who allow the water to stop flowing and sweep everything in its path. They just float along, not caring about time passing. However, some people choose to fill that river with stones of plans and goals, making every moment count. This group of people knows how to make your days full of exciting plans. The philosopher Seneca saw each day as an adventure that broke up the routine of idle worship. Time, being an expensive commodity, is even more valuable than gold and silver. They told us that it's not that we don't have long to live, but that we waste a lot, and not just to make the days go by faster. Plan a lot to fill them up. We want to live by having clear goals for each day. We don't just exist, we experience, grow, and savor the simple yet profound joys life has to offer. But the Stoics also say, making plans doesn't mean working until you drop every day. You need a mix between work and play. There is a period of rest between working hard and letting go, similar to bank account time. Smart people invest their time in things that are valuable and irreplaceable, things that are important and have meaning while also giving room for the unexpected, the unplanned. When things change, don't feel regret. Instead, accept it and change with it. Sometimes we need to put we are making plans to embrace new opportunities as it's time for a change. Stoics finally tell us that time is short and that being flexible makes life better. Don't waste time fighting about it. How we use it shows who we choose to be. What does it mean to be charitable rather than just doing it? In this way, each day will hold significance and bring us closer to reality. Finding happiness is what drives us to find opportunities. While it is essential, how can we maintain the intensity of our passion in challenging times? Now and then, let's learn more about the Stoic theory on love and patience. Third, don't give up on what you believe in. Love. There are times when every day feels like a fight. Despite the steep hills and heavy loads, when we feel like giving up. Maybe you're feeling that way today. That's when we find any kind of support you can. We need a reason to keep going. Stoic thought tells us to never give up on bright things that can help us get through the dark times. What you love. Stoic thought knows a lot about time and how it changes things. One of the most important thinkers in this school, Seneca, talked about the meaning of life. That time is valuable. Every day isn't just time passing, it's an opportunity to gain. Spending more time on things we love isn't the only way to fill our days. Devoting that time to activities that hold significance and will evoke cherished memories. Consider the renowned author J.K. Rowling to demonstrate our progress and happiness. The author of Harry Potter wrote this story while on welfare and facing many challenges despite dark days. Despite facing difficulties, she persisted in writing because she had faith in it. She loved the story she was making up. This determination changed her. Life has inspired millions of people worldwide. But how do we maintain this motivation? How can we stay motivated to keep going without getting tired? We learn from theory that every day is a time account with limited resources. What makes our time valuable is how we spend it. Plan your lives, set goals, and make time for the things you love. Also, take a break. It's acceptable to embrace spontaneity and slow down, as life encompasses more than just being productive. Being happy is also important, so if today you feel tired, tell yourself that this is just a part of the journey. Don't give up. Focus on what you love, as love gives life meaning. What do you think? Share your ideas and thoughts, and feel free to leave a message. If you want to do something nice, go for number 4 below. When you wake up in the morning, think about how lucky you are to be living. His words remind us of how important it is to breathe, think, enjoy, and love. Every breath is important, and today we have the chance to love and give. We live in a world full of stress and speed, where being kind may seem like a luxury. In fact, the quiet strength that holds each of us Stoic philosophers up is what keeps us going. I have long said that kindness is an important trait that helps people stay strong in the face of many challenges and problems. It's not just a rash move, it's a steady strength. Coming from a genuine heart that doesn't want anything in return, Seneca and Marcus Aurelius were kind because they cared about people, not for power or fame, but because they knew what it meant in life. Marcus is a wonderful example of this. When Aurelius was emperor of Rome, he had complete power and was well known for it. He showed kindness and care when a soldier deceived him. He charged and asked Marcus Aurelius to protect them, and he not only punished, but carefully defended the man, taking his. In this case, this move set off a chain reaction in court that led to the conclusion that it is important to have empathy and encourage other leaders to live a kind life. Being kind not only helps other people, but it also comes back to us. We are working on lowering stress and improving our mental and physical health. Studies on health show that being kind makes people happier and less stressed. And kindness doesn't enhance life quality like a habit can. We need to change the whole world, but we can start with small things, like a Stoic thought suggesting that we should smile, listen, or assist someone who is in need. Because God has a spark in everyone, being kind isn't just for friends. Kindness is not a weakness for those who live under the same sky. Being kind is a sign of control and calmness, and making yourself more resilient can make life more pleasant and meaningful. For other people and ourselves, number 5, turn off your phone every once in a while. If you can do this, you'll not only make great, but you'll also make yourself stand out in the eyes of those around you. People are always on their phones because we live in a busy world. We know that sometimes turning off the phone is the best way to get through it. Invisible pressures restore balance and make times more real. Connect with others, even if you have a tight work schedule or a heated argument. Spend time with a friend or family member, or just try to stay calm during a tense family dinner. Cutting off your phone for a while can do wonders for you. Time to process your emotions, be kind, and focus on the important things. Put down your phone and focus on the person in front of you today. Kindness is not only a call to return to true connection and kindness, it's also a beautiful trait and a power that makes life stronger, especially when we know to put down our gadgets and fully enjoy the present moment. Stoic philosophy says that is a strong action that comes from a pure heart and doesn't expect anything in return. Returning to what Marcus Aurelius said, we are all linked by A. That's why we should be kind to everyone, not just our close friends and family. Additionally, practice kindness toward others and draw inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi. As an example, he built his life on kindness, sympathy, and tolerance. Even in a hostile world, he took the right steps when things went wrong. He didn't want to exact revenge or get even. Instead, he decided to be kind. An important move impacted Indian society as a whole. Additionally, we are encouraging people worldwide to switch off their phones. This provides us with a space and an opportunity to show kindness, and we should reciprocate accordingly. It helps us stay calm, lower our stress, and keep our cool when things get tense. Being kind is not a sign of weakness. It comes from being strong. Being honest in every small act of kindness, such as observing a stranger or offering assistance, is crucial. Talking to a coworker or just listening to a family member can help you be better. Kindness makes our lives more important and makes us happy. Joy in relationships make our lives and those of others better. Take breaks and keep moving forward. When you work hard and put a lot of time and effort into your job, you earn a life, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't take breaks and take care of yourself. You should think about planning a holiday or a trip to a new place. It's enjoyable to restore balance to your life by taking a break after a hectic day. It not only helps reduce stress but also gives you a chance to think about life. From a new angle, we recognize the Stoic philosophy for its spirit of discipline, and resilience also stresses how important it is to find a healthy balance between work and rest. Seneca said the mind needs time to rest before it returns to its original state. Rest is an important part of being productive. It's not just a break. Long breaks are beneficial, but even short breaks can be beneficial when we take a few minutes for ourselves. To take a break between work hours helps us concentrate, clear our minds, and keep up. Being able to maintain your energy means that taking breaks is not a sign of weakness but rather helps us be more productive and keeps our thoughts sharp. Elon Musk is a shining example of this. Who takes breaks or goes on trips even though he is known for having a very busy schedule. Being with his family is important to him, even though he might not get many full days off. Changing up his workspace and environment allows him to maintain his creativity. He will have clearer eyes when he gets back to work after a long vacation. Important. It's not just a treat as some people might think. It's a way to let go. Visit a new place to get away from worry and recharge. Learn about another country, meet new people, and broaden your horizons. Hearing their stories does more than just clear your mind, but also gives us new thoughts and ideas when we go back to work. So how about you? Have you ever felt better after taking a vacation? Are you on vacation, or do you have a favorite spot to unwind? Your story could inspire others. Number 7. Help other people. Anything that is detrimental to the beehive cannot be beneficial to the bees. Marcus Aurelius used a deep metaphor to describe the spirit of kindness. The beehive and the people who live in it. According to Stoic thought, our lives are not separate from our groups but very connected to them, like how bees live, and when we assist others, it's not a collaborative effort. It's not just a way to show support, but also a way to take care of our own spiritual home, where joy resides. Peace, happiness, and calm can spread to everyone who helps the community. A good reason to live. We can't find real happiness by living selfishly, and one-time acts of kindness not only simplify the recipient's life, but also allow us to experience genuine joy by dedicating a moment. When we listen to someone who is having a difficult time or just help a stranger on the street, we are not only making their life better, but also ours. It enriches our lives while also fostering a sense of inner peace. Imagine a normal situation. If you help a coworker finish a job on time even though they are busy, this might make you feel better. Coworker stress, but it also makes you happy and calm because you have the opportunity to be kind and generous in everything we do. Our brains produce chemicals that provide a sense of well-being and reduce stress. Kindness doesn't have to be large to help with stress and inner peace. It's only a word of support, a smile, or a bit of. These acts of patience are like waves that spread out over the water. We are encouraging others to spread kindness in the neighborhood by helping them. We are building a better future for ourselves and others. We want to thank the generations that will come after us. Also, congratulations for making it this far into the video. Your presence here demonstrates your commitment. Ready for this trip? Now, focus on the final 6. Lesson 8. Look for the positive things in life that make you happy. There are always positive and negative sides to everything, but most of us tend to focus on the negative ones. We tend to focus on the negative aspects of our current positions and create narratives about the positive aspects of things we lack. But this way of thinking isn't helpful and wears away over time. People who possess a high level of self-confidence understand where happiness and mental peace originate. I am embracing the current state of affairs and discovering joy and valuable lessons. Instead of always wanting what hasn't happened yet, we should focus on what we already have. Being thankful is a strong tool that helps us keep our attention on the positive things in our lives. As the Stoic theory says, it's not as simple as that. The man who wants more is poor, not the man who has too little. Emphasize that having too much money rather than not enough causes poverty. The more people compare, exhibit greed, and express dissatisfaction with the present, the more people want something, the more they'll be unhappy. On the other hand, gratitude helps us break out of this loop. It changes the way we think. From scarcity to abundance, from discontent to joy, being grateful and content doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It's a strong foundation for them. Focusing on what we have is the key to personal growth. If we pay, we can feel content and at peace in a partnership. By focusing on the positive aspects of life, such as friendship and gratitude, however, if we solely concentrate on the development of enduring love, consider the negative aspects of the relationship, and express a desire to be single once more, we lose the joy of the moment in life. This is the same as chasing a distant dream that will never fully fill you with gratitude. It also enhances your mental health. It improves your health and strengthens your relationships when you don't dwell on it. We should think about what we have instead of what we don't have. In difficult times, focusing on the positive aspects of things can be beneficial. Be the rock that helps us move forward with confidence on a tough path. The lessons are robust, drawing from both the Stoic theory and common sense. Path number 9. Robust teachings grounded in both Stoic theory and practical situations. Knowledge is like a traveler stopping to think in the middle of a vast desert. The Stoic philosophy tells us that little bits of sand shine in the sun. Happiness isn't always a faraway place. Sometimes it's just the act of Stoicism, which includes taking time to enjoy the small, unseen things we already have. Practical advice on how to be grateful, which is a strong but often ignored force that affects people in. It's simple to become mired in the never-ending cycle of comparison. When people get interested in something they don't have yet, the joy of the present moment diminishes and remains incomplete. Gratitude is the way that it helps us get out of this loop and back to the roots of happiness. According to Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius in current research, it's clear that loving what we already have brings us happiness. A positive example is President Abraham Lincoln, who during the hardest times of his life I continued to express gratitude for small things, such as the love of my family and my strength. His friend's gratitude kept him going and gave him the peace to continue. In a time when people are quick to compare themselves to others, he stuck to his path. According to Stoic philosophy, when we succumb to the allure of distant wonders, look at what's nearby and return to the present. We often take things like modern conveniences and freedoms for granted. Given that thanks isn't just a way to learn how to accept things, it's also a strong bridge. Linking goal setting with contentment and thanks doesn't mean instead of giving up on dreams, it gives people a reason to keep trying. Understanding and practicing makes it possible to not lose the value of the moment. By being thankful, we build a stable mind that leads to happiness. Inside us is something that leads us to a more peaceful life. Now, let's move on to the lesson. Smiling more often is an easy yet powerful way to make life happier. 10. Make friends with the people around us and laugh. Yes, laughter really does heal and bring people together in many ways. That make the body and mind change in good ways. Laughter. It improves your health, boosts your immune system, reduces pain, and protects you from harm. Getting rid of the negative effects of stress is easier and more reliable than anything else. Humor brings balance to your mind and body more than a positive laugh does. It gives you hope, brings you together with other people, and keeps you calm and focused. It also helps you let go of your anger and forgive faster. Stoic philosophy stresses the power to control feelings by choosing to do so instead of stifling them. Laughter becomes an important way to deal with this situation and make you feel better. When things get too stressful and serious in life, we forget how important circumstances really are. Laughter can make you feel better and make your heart sing. Laughter brings down cortisol levels and changes adrenaline into stress chemicals, which calms the nervous system. Improving sleep in modern life, where everyone is busy with daily tasks, is crucial. For many people, laughter is the safety belt that keeps them from going too far emotionally. It gives us the strength to deal with life's ups and downs, even when we're facing big problems. Many studies have shown that laughter can help people who are sick find hope. Therapy can help people with cancer deal with stress, get over sadness, and gain strength. It gives you the strength to deal with problems. This demonstrates the power of laughter, not just in moments, but in life. Not as an emotional reaction, but as a way to help us keep our cool and include laughter in. You don't have to wait for something really funny to happen before trying. I find happiness in the small things that happen every day and choose to laugh even at the worst. Being strong in tough times shows a lot of self-control and faith in that we can learn and practice future laughter every day. Can be good for your mind and body in the long run. Don't allow your laughter to diminish as you age. When life gets tough, use it as a free, easy, and effective way to stay strong. God bless you, keep your mind sharp, and keep your ties strong. To get the word out about how important Stoic philosophy is, please like and share the film, and laughs. Remember to follow us to ensure you don't miss the next inspiring video. Lesson 11. Get up early. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy and rich." It's a smart move, but for many people, getting up early feels like a chore. As punishment, we frequently lose ourselves in work or pleasure on long nights. This makes it hard to wake up in the morning, but Stoic thought doesn't believe in that. Early rising isn't just seen as a time trade-off, it's also seen as, in philosopher Marcus Aurelius says that people have the chance to really take charge of their lives. Once told us, when you wake up in the morning, think of what a valuable, it's an honor to be able to live, breathe, think, enjoy, and love through it. We are pushed to thoughtfully reflect on the meaning of our Stoic philosophy. You can train early rising. It's not a fixed trait. It remains unalterable. Anyone with the necessary resources can cultivate it. They work hard and have a desire to take charge of their own lives. Rising early gives us a quiet moment is an excellent opportunity to contemplate and concentrate on our thoughts. This is a unique opportunity to explore your inner self in solitude. Prepare your goals and set the course for a new project. Getting up early in the morning also works with the body's natural circadian rhythm, improving health and making people feel hopeful. Studies have shown that early people who rise tend to be happier with their lives and have less stress. Getting up early in the morning not only enhances your mood, but also offers a chance to do small things that matter while enjoy a cup of coffee while working out, or simply take a moment to reflect on the events of your life. For individuals who aren't accustomed to rising early, begin with minor adjustments. Consider going to bed a little earlier and setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier each time. Every morning transform morns into a prize rather than a punishment. Don't worry about being perfect. Just enjoy life. This proactive method will not only help you get your life in order, but it will also bring you real peace. Here's a challenge for your personal enjoyment. Start waking up early each day for the next. Take the morning to reflect and prepare for the upcoming week with positive energy. Today, if you're ready to take on this task, leave a comment that says, "I, as promised, take on the early rising task." 12. Say yes more often. Have you ever felt like your life was going nowhere? The time passed slowly, as if nothing had changed. Maybe it's because we say no to life too often. Imagine you are Paul, a guy who always looks for security and tries to stay away from uncertainty whenever Paul finds a reason to go out when he gets an offer or a new chance. Decline, saying they are too busy or afraid of risks. Paul sometimes feels a twinge of sorrow, but he always says no. Over time, his life becomes dull and lacks real depth and flavor. Stoic's philosophy would tell Paul to say yes more when he faces new things. Things are not only a chance to push oneself to new limits, but they are also a key. Those who study growth and development, such as Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, emphasizes that avoiding things does not result in growth or happiness, but having the guts to face the unknown means being open to new situations. Over time, our brains get stronger and more developed. But it also helps the brain release dopamine, which is the body's natural feel-good chemical. The cheerful hormone makes you feel positive and gives you the drive to live your life as much as possible. But not every opportunity is acceptable, and saying yes doesn't mean you'll agree to everything. Every single one of us needs to know our limits and only accept things that are truly important and in line with our own values. This balance makes us remember to be calm and confident when making decisions. Sometimes saying yes just means agreeing to meet someone and spend time with them. With loved ones, this is not only a way to bond, but also a way to make memories that make life better and make you feel better. Paul could begin by saying a simple yes. Through actions like these, he was exposing himself to new relationships and situations. Daily work while he learns to accept that life will progressively get better and more satisfying with each passing. On the 13th day, spend time with friends. And are you a family member who has ever looked back and thought, why, even though you have everything, you still feel like something is missing? Perhaps it's a sense of isolation or an emptiness that is difficult to fill. Even though they are busy with work and success, they can still hear the joyful laughs of old. A meal with friends or family seems like a long time ago in today's world. Caught up in the desire for success and work, that having connections with family and friends is what life is all about. People should not live alone, according to Stoics. Marcus Aurelius, the great ruler and famous Stoic philosopher, once said that people don't just exist for themselves and the people in their neighborhood, he told us. Having connections with other people is a must. They help us grow and live. It's easy to understand why many people tend to forget this in the busyness of life. They forget that taking care of these things is important for their long-term health and happiness. Think about the life of famous researcher Viktor Frankl when you think about relationships. The Holocaust survivor wrote the well-known book Man's Search. He shared his thoughts about his family and the love he felt for them. They gave him the strength to get through his worst days. Frankl emphasized that the importance of love and relationships extends beyond every day and serves as both a source of life and a deep source of power for the Stoics. As a warning of the end of the world and the truth of time's limits helps us remember to be real and spend time with people who matter. We live a full life by being present with them. This is how we cultivate a life. Giving and receiving are both important in healthy relationships. Sharing and being there for friends and family when they need us sets us apart. Without technology getting in the way, look each other in the eyes and share those special times. So we've been through 13 Stoic thoughts and other philosophies that offer important lessons that can help us live a happier life. These are not merely abstract concepts, but practical guidelines for living that aid us in finding tranquility. The world shifts from focusing on the changeable to accepting the unchangeable. We are empowered to develop courage and calmness, which are all very important things. Life isn't always easy, but here are some tips on how to be happy. Whether we live happily or not depends on how we deal with problems. Share your thoughts in the comments to spice up the trip. Which Stoic lesson did you find most interesting? Do you have a unique approach? We're excited to hear about how you use these ideas in your daily life. Share your stories. If this article was helpful, don't forget to click the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any more videos on the journey of self-discovery. Living a happy life. Each lesson will help you build a strong one. Soul Foundation. Come learn about Stoicism with us, and other deep ideas to help you be stronger and find your inner peace.